Hi, welcome to the Star Experience. Your host, Star. With me here, Asante from our previous episode 1, Let's Talk Relationships. This is episode 2. He gave amazing responses to the questions in episode 1, and you should watch episode 1. This is Let's Talk Relationships, episode 2. All right, let's dive straight into the questions. The first question is posting your partner a big deal? On social media.
Okay. So, as humans and as we are attached with emotions, I believe when you post your partner, it will go a step or a way to tell him or her how much you appreciate the person. So it shouldn't be much of a big deal, like you really need to do it compulsorily, but
It's
at least
necessary.
it's a necessity. Yes,
Okay.
it's expedient to do it to appreciate your partner,
Okay.
because whoever that you do that to will be happy.
Mhm.
Okay, so I believe you should do it.
Okay. There are people who don't even post themselves, like talk less of posting their partner.
Yes, it is true. That aspect is
So
over
that's
there.
kind of like their nature in general.
Yes, that's their nature. If that is your nature, I understand your nature, but the point of relationship is sacrificing something
Mm-hmm.
to just for the person that you are in a relationship
Okay.
with. So the fact that you are able to go out of your way to do something to make him or her happy
Yeah.
is the basis of relationship. So
Okay.
even if that is not in your nature, you should go out of your way and do that to make that person happy. And I
Right.
believe that is good. So it's experience. So once in a while, not only on occasions,
Like birthdays
but
or
like
something
birthdays
like
and
that.
Valentine's days and Mother's Day or
Yeah.
Father's Day, be like, hello, thank you, darling, for being the father of my children or being the mother of my. Come on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go out of the occasion. So if
Yeah.
you that one is good, okay,
Mhm.
but it will become too much occasional based.
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes out of the blue.
So it's not compulsory,
It's
but,
not compulsory,
but it's
but
necessary.
it is necessary, okay?
Mhm.
It is necessary.
Just to appreciate the
Yes,
person
yes,
once in a
yes.
while.
And it will go a long way to make them feel happy. Seriously.
Sure.
Yes.
Moving to the next question, how long should you know your partner before getting married? Why are you laughing?
Because the question is,
Why is it funny?
it's funny.
Really? So how long?
How long can you even know yourself? I don't believe there is a duration
Okay.
to how long you can know someone before going into a relationship.
I'm asking this because people stay in a relationship for so long, and it's about getting to know their partner, before getting married, because they feel like marriage is a big deal.
Of
So
course.
before you commit to the person or get married to the person, you need to know the person very well. So people think, it should take some time.
Just as I said, how long can you even know you yourself when you think what you've seen in the person is enough for you to commit yourself to the person?
So does it mean that you can just meet someone for just a month and get married?
People do meet people for months and less and they get married and
And they're happily
they
married.
have perfect marriages.
Wow.
And people meet and they spend like 10 years, and when they marry, in less than 1 month they are gone.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. That's actually true. So it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
right?
really matter. Once you see the things that you think makes you happy,
Yeah. Because there are
and
people,
you are ready to commit to that person.
Okay.
That is it.
people that feel like, okay, we are just a month old or something, so they want to give it like some time.
Yes,
But you can't know somebody totally, like
exactly.
100%.
In fact, the person don't even know himself totally.
Mhm. Because you get married and you try to, you find out certain things about your partner and you be like, oh, I didn't know.
Yes.
But I mean, if it takes so much time dating or trying to know the person, doesn't necessarily mean that you automatically know everything about the
Exactly.
person.
You can take all the time that you want, but if there are some, just as I said, there's something the person doesn't even know that it is in him.
Mhm.
Okay, unless they are
Really?
exposed to it.
Okay.
Do you know adrenaline?
Yeah.
People jump like people are the adrenaline kicks in. They are able to do things that they never thought they'd be able to do. I know a story of someone jumping from a 3-story building. Okay, and he survived just
Okay.
because there was fire over there.
Okay.
and they jumped.
Okay.
Put that person over there on a normal day, that person would never. Okay, so there are some things so there are some things that you never know that they are in you,
Alright.
unless you are exposed to the things that will push them out.
Mhm.
Okay, so
It doesn't really matter
it doesn't
how
really
long.
matter. It can be 2 months, it can be 6 months, it can be 1 year, 2 years,
5 years.
5 years.
Whatsoever. So far as you're comfortable with the person.
That is it.
And you think you can spend the rest of your life with the person.
Yes.
Amazing. Alright, let's take the next question. Do you necessarily have to be financially stable before getting married? What's funny?
The question is funny. Isn't that obvious?
Okay.
You need to be financially grounded and stable before you go into marriage.
People feel like love is okay. I mean, like when
Really?
they get married, then they can work together.
Really?
Yeah,
Love is
and
okay.
the money will come. The
Hallelujah.
money will come.
The money will
after
come.
marriage.
That is true. People have that theory that when you get married, it comes with a certain blessing.
Blessing.
Now, financially, as a person who is going into marriage,
Yeah.
you are supposed to be firm, have a constant flow of income,
Okay.
and know that that constant flow of income will be able to support you. And
Your partner.
in that case, you don't go with hopes. Now, let me go back to what you said with people think when you marry, you work together, and then now let's assume you have that hope and you go into the relationship, and by reason of something, the other person is no longer able to support. Like, let's say his job
Yeah.
collapses or her job collapses.
What will happen?
What would happen then?
Yeah.
You see, because you entered with the hope that that person is going to support.
Okay.
But when you enter and you are stable,
Yeah.
and what you have is able to cover for you and that person, in the absence of that person's help, there was no hope in the first place, so still you can cover.
So both sides, whether the man or the woman, they should
Yes,
be
you
prepared.
should, very good.
Okay.
You should be prepared so that when that thing happens, it wouldn't take you back.
Okay.
So when you think what
When
you
you think
have
what you have.
is able to cater for you and an extra person.
Okay.
Now, what you have may be able to cater for you and an extra person, but that extra person is also relative, because that particular extra person's equation or financial dependency might be higher than yours.
Okay. So you have to be financially stable before you
Yes,
get married.
personally.
Okay. All right. This brings me to my next question. Do you mind if your wife ain't more than you?
If my wife wants
And
more than me, no,
do you mind?
I don't.
Okay.
What I mind is her attitude when she earns more than me. Usually, women, I don't want to generalize it, because there are people or there are women out there, no matter the amount that they receive, they are still very submissive. So I don't necessarily mind if she earns more than me. But what I really mind is her submissiveness.
Or you put it this way, maybe her attitude towards
Yes,
you.
yes, her attitude towards me. Okay, because earning more than your husband actually do bring some power.
Really?
Yes, if you don't take care, you see, power do corrupt. Money is power, though.
Okay.
Your husband earn like 500 cities and you earn like 3,000 cities. That is 6 times your husband's.
6 times your husband.
Because
Why should the man have a problem with that?
I'm not saying the man should have problem with it. I'm
I'm just
saying
asking
that
you. Why do you think a man should have a problem with that?
a man should have problem with that because it do corrupt. There are few women out there who are able to control
Control themselves?
themselves when they earn more than their husband.
Okay.
Because technically you earn more than me. Immediately there's an increase in your salary or there's an increase in your income. Taste naturally changes.
Taste to change?
Of course.
Preference?
So preference will change. So now you wouldn't taste for foods again. You will taste for designer wears. So
But why should your husband be bothered?
your husband don't have to be bothered. The one who has to be bothered is you.
Why?
When you are after wearing your designer wear and your husband is still in the force or whatever,
Okay.
the ability of you being able to submit is the most important thing.
Okay.
So there's no problem with it, but it lies or it depends on you, the woman. But what I'm saying is that it is dangerous because when it happens like that, it is difficult to cooperate.
Okay.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So there's this proverb that when you are not rich, don't judge people because a lot is hidden in poverty. Give someone money, and that is when you know their real attitude. So once you started earning more than your husband, naturally, arrogance is gonna come.
Okay.
Okay,
But it's not for a fact.
it's not for a fact.
Yeah. Men have a lot of ego. They wouldn't even,
Yes.
they wouldn't even want to accept the fact that their women earn more than them. Sometimes they misunderstand them too. They feel like she's disrespectful anytime she speaks. And I feel like it is because of the mind. Maybe a man would think that merely a woman earns more than me. She's
going to disrespect me.
She's going to disrespect me. So he puts that at the back of his mind. So if that happens, then he sees it as disrespectful, even if she's not disrespecting him. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying. That's what I say.
Because whatever she does, he will feel it is because of her money.
Of
It is
course,
possible that it
it
is
will be
not
because of her
necessarily
money.
because of the money.
It will be because of her money. Let's
Not-
assume,
not
let's
by
assume,
far, okay.
whether you like it or not, the man will feel like you are stepping on his ego.
Okay.
Okay.
But he shouldn't feel disrespected. He should be proud of the woman. He should be proud of the woman.
That aspect.
She's been able to
That aspect
make
is
it.
there. Say,
To be sincere, there's nothing wrong if she wants to help or she wants to support.
You
But
what?
because of the man's ego, he feels like
That
anything
is
she
it.
does-
Ego is part of
anything she
men.
does is disrespectful.
Ego is part of men, whether you like it or
then
not.
you have to work on it.
Thank you. He will do work on it, but you also have to keep it in check.
Okay.
So ego is there naturally. Okay. So
But with men, it's just we are back there.
yeah, it's because we are just supreme.
I see.
Supreme species.
Okay, if you say so.
That was just by the way. Before gender equality, something come and catch me. I beg, we are all equal.
Anyway, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been interesting having you. And another nice episode. Thank you.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
I also did enjoy myself.
Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with us and see you in episode 3. Bye.
Bye.